Greetings and salutations, my operators, and welcome back to MegaManXDiVE Agent Server. So, it's finally that time. It's the rerun of the Space-Time Jumper. And the Space-Time Jumper rerun is the event where you can get the Boomer Quanger chip, which is a, I believe, event exclusive chip. So a lot of people don't have it like maxed out. It used to be a ranked event where the top rankers got like maxed out chips. So, but now it's not a ranked event anymore. So I think everyone has an opportunity to max it out, hopefully, or at least get the base one. We'll check it out soon. But first, research. Also, apparently, dive armor iris is a thing. Not sure why. I kind of suspect it's because Iris in the MegaManXDiVE game is the actual Iris from X4 after she dies. Because when she was first released and they showed the trailer of Iris being implemented, there was lines of her being confused of where she is. And I think it's been a long time since I've seen it, because I think it's been like 2-3 years. I think she said that she should be dead. So that's why she was extremely confused instead of just regular confused. So yeah. Or who knows, maybe the producer has like a big crush on Iris. She is almost everyone's favorite waifu. Man, that CL card just keeps avoiding me. But yeah, as soon as I'm done launching my AP away, we'll get straight into reading her skills. Let's see, we get anything good? Ooh, double boxes. Purple. So we got 2 luck treasures. They're nothing, I guess. I just wish these things were better. I'm sure someone has a use for them, I just don't. When the rare mode's working, I use support. Alrighty, let's check her out. Dive armor Iris. I really do like the armor design. I dislike the fancy eyes. They just look like J's to me. I think they could have gone away just using like the iris flower. And I feel like that would have been better wing design than what they decided to do with the fancy eye. But yeah, let's check out the skills. So, Halo Slash deals 223% damage to enemies in range and scatters 12 enemy-seeking energy blades around the area that can penetrate through terrain and obstacles. You do not take any damage while using this skill. So, the first hit does 223% damage, and then you get additional 12 energy blades that seek enemies. We don't know how much damage each blade does. That's still a lot of damage though. The cooldown has to be either gonna be insane, or she's just outright busted. It was like under 6 seconds. Alright, first mod chip is power increase. Increase the damage range, the range damage multiplier of Halo Slash by 10%. The energy blade damage multiplier of Hail Slash is increased by 10%. Okay, so this increases the sent out blades, and this increases the base blade. So yeah, it's a two-stage skill. That's pretty nuts. And in Showtime, you will not suffer from negative status effects when using Hail Slash. Yeah, pretty basic stuff. Alright, second skill is Blinking Slash. Perform an extremely quick dashing slash strike at the target to deal damage equal to 220% of your attack. When you reach the target location or the maximum dash distance limit, unleash 2 huge slashing waves that will cause damage to all targets in your path. When playing Arena, you can use this skill to teleport to the location of your target and ignore terrain. If no target is available, the attack will be performed on the spot. You'll be invulnerable to any attack during the use of this skill. The huge slashing wave will have different tracks depending on the direction the character is facing. Cool. So once again, does not tell you the damage of the 2 slashes. So this might be like a 300% damage thing. It might be a 400% damage thing. These are huge numbers right now. Power increase. Increase the damage rate of the Blinking Slash by 5%. Basic stuff. Range increase. Range of Blinking Slash's Dashing Slash Strike by 30%. Oh, increase range of Blinking Slash's Dashing Slash Strike by 30%. So that's only for PvE, because... Wait, does that work? No, it doesn't. That shouldn't work. Because teleportation dashes usually work via lock-on. So this would only work for PvE. If you for some reason need 30% more distance. And last skill is Quick Mode. While using Blinking Slash, you will get an accelerate status, which increases movement speed by 39%. That's race mode compatible. Pretty good. Alright, so first passive skill. Defense mode that can defense mode. Gain defense mode that cannot be removed every 26 seconds. Increase damage by 25%, and the damage you take is reduced by 35%. Attack mode. After the effect of defense mode wears off, gain attack mode that cannot be removed. Increase damage by 35%, and damage you take is reduced by 25%. Causes interference when the energy blade of Hail Slash hits the target to dispel a new buff 2 times. Wow. This effect won't be triggered once more after 3 seconds. That's really good. Interference is one of the effects that is very rare on a character. And it has the highest modifier for the interference mastery. Or whatever it's called. The interference amplification skill. So you pair her with Palette, she's getting top tier damage from that DNA connection. Under the assumption that she has something else in her DNAs. Like maybe Dive Iris is gonna get like short range boost or whatever. So that's real good. Protective mode. When using a skill, gain a shield that can withstand 108 attack damage. This effect will only be triggered once more after an 8-second cooldown. You can perform Blinking Slash again when you are hit, and you will gain enhanced defense state that cannot be removed and reduces damage taken by 40%. This effect can only be triggered again after a 6-second cooldown. So, by default, she has a 65 to 75% damage reduction? That's nuts! You can get 100 real easily, because the last 35, I think it's pretty easy to get. Abort dispute. The dashing slash strike of Blinking Slash will cause the first target it hits to become immobile. When the Hail Slash hits the target, it will weaken the target's defense by increasing the damage it receives by 16%. This effect can stack 3 times. Hey, drink. So this is nutty. Alright. So 3 times 18, 48%. So she can cause a 48% damage bonus from defense down. And she has 25% damage increase by default. What the hell is this line? Oh, that's actually part of the UI thing. Yeah, I see like a line here. Like this is somehow moved by 1 pixel. I don't know how they manage that. So yeah, 40% defense down is pretty good. Alright, ultimate mode. Increase the duration of attack mode by 9 seconds. When you attack with a weapon, create an additional electric current that deals damage equal to 65% of your attack. The electric current will continue to move towards other targets in the range and cause 25% damage? This effect will be triggered once more after 1 second? What? Her DPS increases by 65% then. Okay, I thought... Okay, Dive Armor Iris is the character to look out for then. When Hail Slash hits the target, you will be able to use Hail Slash again. This effect will be triggered again after a 7-second cooldown. So that, I feel like that tells us that Hail Slash has a 7-second cooldown. Or like around there. Still, that's really good. That is the per 1 second, so I guess DPS wise you're doing 32.5% more damage per second. Because every other second it's gonna be on cooldown. Man, that's... I don't know how it does this. I think she has like a really high damage potential. Because you got your 40% damage down, or defense down. With the additional of 25 to 35% default with any weapon. And then any additional weapon or any other attack causes 65% attack damage anyways. Huh. So technically her attack value is double what you think it is, just consistently? I think I got that idea wrapped around properly. And she has like really high defense too, so she's probably gonna survive raids. Whether or not she's gonna be like top raid damager is another question entirely, because she doesn't have a crit damage up, which those are usually pretty nutty because they go past 100%. Usually. So we shall see. But for PvP, she's nuts. She has completely just wiped the floor with like Pro Man probably. Although a team with her and Pro Man just teleportations all day. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Okay, so I broke bank, got some EMs. Let's try it. Let's get to rolling. Alright. Come on, gotcha luck. S rank right away, come on! Double S rank! I like what I see! Cannon. Gas emitter. Come on. I was kinda hoping for a fake out. Vial. Compress spray gun. Come on. Character! Huh? 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 Pandora! Damn it. I love you, girl, but not today. Not time. Triangle gun. High-speed rifle. Mega Man, or not Mega Man, X. Sir Bot. Ah, weapon again! Damn it. Stage. Will we have a repeat of the Rico rolls? Come on, Iris. That's ring again, alright! Second last one. Can we get a spook? Nope. Mega Man. Come on. Ah, no spook. Thunder Beat Mega Man. Sir Bot. Alright, liking characters here. I like seeing characters. Military Buster. Energy Can. Sonic Buster. Marino. Military Buster. Oh, this is it. Come on, character. Ah, weapon. Sniper Buster. And Heavy Blaster. Boo. Boo earns. Boo earns. Alright, third roll. Come on. Another S rank. Come on. Come on, Iris. Third one in. Sir Bot. Energy Can. Come on, character. Come on, weapon. Gator Fangs. X. Can we get a spook? Can we get a spook? Axel. Cannon. Axel. Come on, show us a spook. Military Buster. Gasimir. Yeah, nope. No spook. And 0. Is this a sign? Will ours come in the next roll? Come on, Iris. Another S rank! Please be a character this time. Please be Iris. Sticks one in. Alright, let's go. Massimo. X. Cannon. Cannon. Sir Bot, here it is. Come on, Iris. Come on, character. Come on. Yeah! This is what I'm fighting for! Hell yeah! This went way better than the Rico rolls. They're the reason for me to go on! Man, here we go, remember, the X4 speed, X4, what is it? Monologue, I guess? Can we get a spook? Rising Fire X. Mega Man, and last one is the Crushing Spray Gun. Man, 0 was a hint of what was to come. You'd love to see it. Hell yeah! Alright. I'm gonna do 2 rolls on this. I've rolled this like 7 times already. I haven't got the weapon yet. So maybe my luck can finally give it to me today. Oh, that doesn't look good. Well, that is the worst roll I could possibly get. Can we get a spook? Laser rifle. Beam rapier. Mega Man. Burning spray gun. Wind pressure buster. Gas emitter. Compressed spray gun. Cannon. Axle. Come on, spook. Now. And 0. Alright, let me do a single on it. Before I do the last roll. Yo, just to like reset my luck. Alright. Can I get a spook? Okay. No spook. Yes. Alright. The last roll of destiny. Can we get a spook? Well, we got 3 A's. Wind pressure buster. High speed rifle. Axle. Beam rapier. High speed rifle. Massimo. And this is Rising Fire X. Ah, no spook. Thunder Beam Mega Man. Is this a sign? Is this a sign for something to come? X. And last one is, can we get a spook? Nah, no spook. The Elite Land. Well, I tried. I was very curious about this weapon too, so that's kind of a shame. But we got ours, so. Hey, Commodore. I enjoy it for what it is. A nice, like, quick platformer. I hear PvP is a mess. Favorite Iris. But yeah, I just generally enjoy this, the X series like platforming. And I feel like it does translate well to a mobile device. I mean, granted, it does play way better with a controller, but yeah. The stages are generally designed for mobile play. I have not played 20XX yet. I just haven't had time to. I really want to. It looks cool as hell. Time to do my dailies. Oh, now I just feel bad. But yeah, I haven't really had time to play like any games. Other than like my one stream a week XDive session. Wow, so at 0 distance, all 12 of those blades hit the target. So this is like, it definitely does more than... Okay, that's farm combo. Teleport slash first, and then the blade flash. Oh, I didn't even notice the cooldowns for the skills. Brain fart. Alright, so the current events that are going on right now are the drop event, which is, you know, 40 random drops, or 49 drops per day. The Space Jumper event, and Hunter tokens. So I believe these E-crackers are used for rolls of some sort. Ah, here. Oh, it's one per day. Oh, okay. So yeah, the welcoming of spring promotion is going on apparently. And the free roll. Didn't know that. And there's my S rank. Son of a gun. Why couldn't that appear while I was going for the Fantasia weapon? Alright. Beam Rapier. Laser Rifle. And... oh, character. Can I get Colonel finally? Roll Casket. Drill Head Can. X. Gas emitter. Another gas emitter. The third gas emitter. Wind pressure buster. There's the third gas emitter. And alien. Oh, wow. A lot of elemental metals. Cool. I just want to double check these crackers aren't used for like anything else before I start using them to roll. So limited. Oh. Oh, cool. So you use the E-crackers to get 40 S-Class Hunter X memories. And then like the regular stuff. The Universal Startup card 3 is always nice to get. The Super Core Liberation is always nice to get. Sequence Program definitely nice to get. So yeah, this is not a bad shop. And Armament Factory, still just Boomerang Blade. Oh, I think Arc Cracker is new, so that's nice. And the Explosive Boat. So, if I use 20 on the roll, I do want more yams. For once, I'm happy with this roll. Cannon. Compressed Ray Gun. Massimo. Triangle Gun. Axle. Energy Can. X. Axle. Triangle Gun. And the Shotgun. those wonderful medals. Slowly refreshing my supply. Alrighty. Let's get the space-time jumper out of the way. So yeah, when this first ran, and I think during the rerun as well, the original rerun, it was still a ranked event. But now it's just a regular point reward event. So you get 10, 20, 30, 40, nope, 45? 60, 80. Oh, you get 80 memories from this. Wow, weird number to stop at. It's a relatively simple event. I don't think they updated it since it first reran. Or since it first ran. Because this originally ran before we had in-game story. Or at least event stories. So yeah, it's completely dialogue-less. I'm kind of disappointed they never updated it. Hey, when I first ran, this event was actually like kind of tough because the event weapons, I think, were both close range. So you couldn't really hit like a lot of the enemies properly if you're going for like full event points. But now we have the Ultimate Blaster, and that's just gonna ruin the whole game. Like nothing to challenge anymore with Lipling. Man, I kind of want to try her in race mode, but that means I have to 5-star. And I've already 5-starred Rico. And I'm pretty low on memories. Or patches. Okay, yeah, so the Hail Slash has a 7-second cooldown, as expected with the double cast skill. Her dash attack has 4 seconds, which isn't too bad. You definitely want a fast cooldown for a race mode character. It is pretty annoying how these ships count as enemies. So a lot of terrain pierce does not work on these. Come on. This part takes so long. So it is nice that her attack buff skills pretty much last the entire fight. So he's getting a minimum plus 25% guaranteed. God damn it. Oh, that's cute. But yeah, she's a good character. Just don't like the design of her wings. I am going to use Rico for this one. Since points don't matter, and Rico is basically invincible in PvE. Like, it is difficult to get her in PvE. In PvP, yeah, it's just a mess in that situation. Oh, alright, so complete stage in 400 seconds, HP is over 30%, and clear will continue. Yeah, easy enough. Man, this game has changed so much since it got released. Characters are now like insanely powerful. The weapons are even more powerful. I'm trapped in them now. And the story's ending, or at least its arc is. I hope after this the Sigma arc is over, we get like different enemies as like the big bad. Like, I can picture Dr. Wily somehow invading the Deep Log. He was more or less like a virus in the X series. Man, I really do love this buster. It just makes things so much easier. Oh, so something interesting happened to me today. The bus I take to go to and from work had a different bus driver, and I think he was new because he kept missing a lot of stops. Holy crap! It was. Oh, and he drove very recklessly. It was very concerning. That was like, it was like the second time I've been scared on the bus. In my city. Which is relatively safe. The top time I was scared in my city, it was when there was a person who I believe was like schizophrenic. And they were having a one-person drama there. It was very terrifying. Like, they were talking to 5 invisible people. And there was violence involved. And then they started picking up fights with anyone who was looking at them. And then they fought themselves off the bus. Yeah, that was wild. I don't know how to handle a situation like that. And from what I could piece together, they were having full-blown conversations with the voices in their head. Or whatever that was. Like, they were names dropped. They were looking, like, in the air, but, like, with very much a purpose to look at someone in the eye. And, yeah, it was just wild. Alright, so the armament quests are still active, so the B weapons are Wind Pressure Buster, the Beam Rapier, and the Triangle Gun for story mode. And the A ranks for co-op mode are Shell Blade Buster, I want to say the Elite Lance, and the Shotgun. Right, I still had that active. Whoops. So yeah, they added 2 more nodes to story mode, or to chapter 20, but I'm still gonna wait out for what I believe is gonna be the last one, which is probably gonna be part 6. Because that's how it's been consistently so far, and then I'll just go through the whole thing at once. I don't like getting cliffhangers, or I just wait. But yeah, from the spoilers on Twitter, seems like things are getting pretty crazy. But yeah, I was really surprised that Iris got the dive armor, or that they even released dive armor, or the dive fest during this period. Because I thought they were just gonna, like, finish the storyline and do a story-related summon. But I guess they're saving that for, like, the last week of January. Because I believe during the producer corner they said they were going to finish the story in January. So, next week should be the last chapter. And I don't remember how long this event's going on for. Yeah, it's going on for a week. So on the 25th, something else is going to happen. So yeah, that's probably going to be when the last chapter drops. And whatever event related thing is gonna happen. And we might have a rerun, might have a new event, like how the other dive NPCs were introduced, where they had their own individual event node. So yeah, we shall see. Let's switch back to Iris. Give her the heal stuff, because she is not invincible like Rico is. Put in the Shadow Blade and the Elite Lance. And now let's find a co-op partner. Nope. 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 No. 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 I really wish they would revamp this. Everybody's running Iris. I really do hope that someone is archiving all of the XDiVE models, because mobile games don't last forever, and there's a lot of good models in this game. Like, seriously. Like, after this game inevitably dies, it could be like a really good base for like mods. Like, rebalance the skills so like they all have like the same base damage or whatever. And you could just like have like a weird Mega Man based like Smash clone. Oh man. Yeah, our ping is pretty bad. Cool. Yeah, I love stuff like that, where they reverse engineer something like to retain it. Because, love or hate this game, it has kept the Mega Man series alive in these times of very low Mega Man content. Or official Mega Man content. Like, I'm pretty sure most people give this game like a year before it would shut down, just like popularity reasons. But here we are, still alive. Yeah. Like, I personally believe that this game is meant to fund the, what is it called? The Mega Man Universe game? Where it will be like a Mario Maker, but with like, from the Mega Man series though. Because if you look at all of like the assets for like stages, everything's cordoned off to like, as blocks. So they're very easy to, it's very modular. So it's very easy to like make stages with like what we have. So yeah, I just really hope somebody out there can and is like retaining all the data assets as much as possible. And I mean, hopefully, like, we have enough, like, gameplay footage to, like, reverse engineer, like, the damage formulas and whatnot. In case everyone actually wants to, like, recreate this game in its entirety. Ooh, factory. Really? I started with Battle Network 2. So, I felt Battle Network 1 was a little more tedious. Granted, I got lost in Battle Network 1. Like, twice. And that took up a lot of time. That was embarrassing. It's also been like nearly 20 years since I played Battle Network 1 or Battle Network 2. Like, I recently played Battle Network 1 like last summer. Or some recent time like that. So Battle Network 1 is more fresh in my mind. Oh, I also played. I played the Star Force Battle Network 1 crossover. So a lot of things were fixed in the version I was playing, and that was still annoying. So I can't imagine how annoying it would have been in the original version. But yeah, I am so hyped for the Battle Network collection. It's gonna be so nice to have them on like the Switch and PC. That's not emulated. With all the content apparently. Yeah. Yeah, if only. But dubs are so expensive, and there's a very vocal amount of people who hate them. Yeah, I still think there's a case where more people complain about dubs than there are people who complain for a lack of a dub. And it's just a very unfortunate situation. That's fair. That is fair. I can see what you mean. Modern dubs have taken note from all people who complained about them, and basically know what not to do anymore. God darn it. Nope, that's a mistake. Yeah, I feel there's also a problem with like the talent pool, because most dubs are from like the same studio or like the same region, so they just use the same actors. So you're hearing like a lot of crossover still. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't seen a movie in like 5 years. Like any movie. Yeah, I miss some old voices. I also think that, like, part of it is like the audio equipment they use, where it just added something that modern equipment just doesn't have. That's a very good question. What did I say 5 years ago? How old is Into the Spider-Verse? Is that 5 years old? That can't be right. Is it? Crap. Anyway, the case is that I just don't watch movies anymore. Understandable. Yeah, you need some downtime between all the action. Yeah, that scared me. But yeah, I just really haven't... I'm not really part of, like, the... What is it? Or what is it? Modern media... sphere, I guess? Like, I just do not pay attention to what Hollywood does, or even, like... I barely pay attention to what the anime industry does anymore. Which is kind of sad if I really think about it. Yeah, I just don't consume media the same way I used to anymore. Like, I'd rather just watch, like, wherever YouTube recommends, which is, like, picking locks for some reason, or how to spot a scam. And those like many like taking down scam center videos from Jim Browning. Man, those are nice. But yeah, just like really consume more like independent media, I guess. Stay tuned. I will keep that in mind. Wow, 1992. I feel like I've heard this movie before. So yeah, I will check it out. I do love my cheese. Alrighty, and that is all the content I can clear for today. Yeah, it's a short stream, but you know, what can you do? You know what? Let's do some Jiggle over here then. I got time.
X 君を助けに来た。
Okay, what's a good launcher? Alright, let's go with this combo. Quick launcher plus a slow launcher. Usually pretty good.
Ready?
I'm just gotta turn down sound effects. It is surprisingly loud. Turn that voice down 5% too. I think I can go a little higher. There we go. That's not too bad. And my cursor's on the screen. Yeah, I kind of forget that I actually have the die triggers every time I do this. Because I'm so used to hard mode, or not hard mode, challenge mode. Come on. And done. Finally. Yeah, generally normal mode Giga Elevator is usually not a challenge. Just hard and challenge mode are the actual challenge. Okay, machine guns. Acidic machine gun combined with my favorite machine gun, the atomic disintegrator. Oh, this worked out well. And they got a lot of stupid hits. Damn, this dodge chance. Literally the worst mechanic that could have introduced in the game. Oh, that's bad. I'm dying. Oh my god, how's it not over yet? Yeesh. Whew. I start bringing the chameleon. If there's a sprayer, that means I can bring the chainsaw. Ah, damn, I hate the super orbs. They waste so much time every time. I should have brought the electric sprayer. You know, I kind of forgot his skills can actually go through terrain. Granted, it didn't help with these orbs, but $50 seconds left. Ah, 27% left. Hate that stage. So we're relying on this, on like timing the orbs. Ooh, Buster increased.
俺は X 君を助けに来た
That means we can set everything on fire with the ultimate blaster. I don't have a sniper equipped or favorited. Let's go with this one. The explosive bow can bounce around, so technically slightly better than the other ones in close range or in close spaces. Oh god. Right, at this stage. This stage is a stage that needs terrain pierce to like make it easy. Or skills that make things like follow the ground path. So yeah, Ultimate Blaster makes this super easy. But before that got released, this was such a pain in the ass. Granted, I done in challenge mode, so challenge mode is always a pain in the ass. A lot of these Jacob stages are just like memorizing the pattern and then like following a complete sequence. Granted, that sequence can be interrupted because of blocks and dodges, but generally the sequence works out well. Like, if someone reverse engineers this game, they can make like a whole Mega Man based like puzzle game. Like just getting like a sequence of like the sequence of like what enemies do like focus on first. I think that could be neat. Yeah, increased by melee
俺は
weapons.
X 君を助けに来た
負けない愛だってきっとあるもの。
I think I should go with my raid setup, honestly. Oh, I can't use my race up because he doesn't have enough card slots. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Eh, well. These stages are always just throw as many bodies as you can, so not really that problematic. Oh, I chose the wrong order. Crap. Okay, I got quit this. Man, look at her go. And he switches like that. Granted, she's still not gonna survive very long. But eh. If she was 5-star, she could probably soul this. Probably. But yeah, as I have her at 1-star, it is not happening. This is actually a very unfair stage because you can't wall jump, which is like the main way to avoid Magma Dragoon's attacks. Yeah, I did nothing. Okay, let's use Rikoha or Genmu 0. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with the Rikosen. It's just what I'm used to. Okay, gotta focus on Dragoon first because he's the most annoying. Okay, maybe I should have used the dash skill. It's actually a lot harder to aim when there's 2 of them. Seriously, is there any way it does this? Ah, seriously? Yeah, that's pretty shenanigans. But yeah, Rico definitely has survivability. That's like the one thing she has going for her. Yeah, a lot of damage though.
こんなことだってできちゃうんですからね。
これからの世界を築くのは我々だ。
Alright, let's go. Let's go, Sigma, let's go.
わしが相手になろう。
Now, Sigma should be able to kill one of them. Just in the nature that he is Sigma. Not really critting that often though. It's strange. Because this is a crit build. God damn it. $20. Almost there. Still got a minute left. Wow. It's annoying that Dragoon has so many invincibility frames. That lasts for so long. Man, my crit rate is not good right now. But we cleared it. Another 5 stages cleared. Yes. Just 10 more stages and I cleared up every single ladder. Cool. But that is not for today. Because I am calling it now because I got work to do. So that was fun. Might stream tomorrow, depending on how things pan out. But until then, thank you everyone who joined me today, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.